What's up, Lions fans of YouTube? This is your boy, The Bridge, aka the most delusional Lions fan that you're ever going to meet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, bro. For one, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been continuously reaching out to me, man. Yes, I did get sick, man, but we quarantined, we got it together. Your boy is good now. And I mean, I just been, just trying to stay healthy, man. Doing a lot of at home, workouts tough, just staying healthy. But let's go ahead and get into all this stuff that I've been watching over the news and stuff, man. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so first things first. Do I agree with the Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff trade? I don't dislike it. Anybody that knows, if you look over my shoulder right here, I have a Matthew Stafford plaque and all of this. I'm a big Matthew Stafford fan. It's not going to change. I wish him all the best. But I am a Detroit Lions fan. You feel me? And Matthew Stafford played for the Detroit Lions. So I was a Matthew Stafford fan. That's my quarterback. I love him. You feel me? He no longer plays for the Detroit Lions. Am I going to hate Stafford? No. I'm going to wish him well until he play us. I mean, like, that's just the fact of the matter. I don't understand why everybody is, I hope that he tanks. I get it, the pick thing, I get it. You feel me? Trust me, I get it. If Stafford plays bad, then the Rams picks will come in handy for us, and we'll have decent picks, for the next couple of years. And I understand, but me personally, this man gave us, his whole career, what was it, 11 or 12 years he gave the Lions. He didn't cheat us no games. It's not one game that you can look at and say that Stafford didn't put 100% into it. It's not one game. You feel me? Anytime he stepped on the field, I knew we was going to get 100% from Stafford. Even when he was injured, he gave us everything that he had. You feel me? People forget this man out here, he was playing with a bad back, bro. Like, come on now. Throwing the ball with broken fingers and stuff. Throwing the ball, shoulder dislocated. I mean, like, he gave us everything he had. You feel me? Like, so, like, me personally, that puts him on a different level from Calvin Johnson, or I'm not gonna say Barry, because Barry gave us everything he had to. You feel me? Like, but me personally, I love Calvin Johnson, but I just felt like he went out kind of the wrong way. But I'm not gonna knock nobody from doing what they gotta do. You feel me? Like, I'm just a huge Detroit Lions fan, and Calvin Johnson is a hell of a receiver, so seeing him retire early was just so bad. Granted, did Detroit mess him over? I think they did. You feel me? I feel like, whatever he was asking for, they should have gave it to him, like, without questioning. And then when he left, I didn't like how they handled his exit. You feel me? Because I feel like they did him wrong. You feel me? Like, it's no way in the world Calvin Johnson should have had to pay them anything back. You feel me? Like, yes, it's a contract and all of this, but it's just like, bro, like, as much as he done gave to y'all, like, come on, like, did he win playoff games? No. Stafford haven't won, but the thing is, the city has came to love Stafford because Stafford shows up regardless of whatever. Defense bad, receivers and stuff is bad, no running game for the longest. This year was probably our best run game year because we had a running back. He went down for a little bit, but he came back. Usually, like, literally every year we have running backs that get injured and they done for the season. Like, this is an every year type of thing. But I feel like even with the injuries that we had in the running core, like, our year still was okay. But I'm getting off base. My feelings about Stafford is, I love the guy. I wish him the best. I think that he's going to do good with the Rams. I feel like that's a good fit for him. And, like, I'm not going to wish him no bad because he gave us everything he had, you can still be a Lions fan and love Stafford, bro. Like, this man gave us everything. I don't see how people is just instantly switching up, like, F Stafford, woo, woo, woo. Like, it's like, bro, is you serious right now? Like, come on, like, he requested a trade because, one, like, it's just that time, bro. Did I want to see that happen? No, I didn't. I did not want to see that happen, but I knew I knew that it was going to happen, with the new GM coming in and the new coach coming in, and then a lot of people not thinking. We not thinking right now. Okay, so our general manager is the one who was responsible for drafting Jared Goff. Like, let's be real. Like, I don't think a lot of people over there at the Rams wanted Goff there. Like, I feel like Brad put his neck on the line for Jared Goff. And, like, he was the reason that they drafted him. You feel me? And then people forget this man went to a Super Bowl. He already got playoff wins. I don't care if people, Todd Gurley carried that team and all. Bro, whatever, bro. A quarterback's job, he still had to come up in big moments. The guy did that. Now, do I think we should still get a quarterback in this year's draft at number 7? Yes, I do. And the quarterback that I think we should get is Justin Fields. I mean, like, even if he's a backup to Jared Goff, it's still a fire. It's a fire underneath. At that QB spot, that's gonna be two guys battling because either guy could prove that they can lead that offense. Because we in the rebuilding stage right now. You can beat around the bush and call it everything under the sun that it is or what it isn't, but it's a rebuild. We in rebuild mode. Yes, we got a lot of the guys from defense coming, but it's a rebuild. It's clearly a rebuild. I feel like Dan and them are going to strip that team up and split it up and break it up and do all types of things to it. We're going to be looking at a whole new team next year, So I'm just kind of bracing. I'm kind of bracing for whatever happens, But next year, I really do feel like, it could be a Super Bowl year for us. And the reason I'm saying that, don't kill me now. The reason that I'm saying that is because when you think about what's going on, is Aaron Rodgers going to be at Green Bay? We don't know that. You feel me? Like, we honestly don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be with Green Bay. Like, I really, I don't know. He might end up leaving the way that, it's looking. Like, the fact that they did that, like let's talk about that game a little bit. So, you got Aaron Rodgers within, what is it, 5 or 7 yards, on a 4th down with the game on the line, you take him out to kick a field goal. That's like the Seahawks throwing the ball on the 1 with Marshawn Lynch. Let's come on, let's be real. Like, that was a questionable call, and that's not the first time that he's done, the head coach over there at Green Bay has done that to Aaron Rodgers, So whatever footing and stuff that they own, I don't think it's a good one, so Aaron Rodgers might not be there, and that's just the way that I'm looking at it. And then the next thing I wanted to hit on was people was asking me a lot, do I think Dan is the right coach for the Lions? All right, so, and I've been watching, man. I've been watching everything. I just haven't really been getting up here posting this stuff because, 1, sick, 2, just been busy, doing a lot of stuff, like a lot of work and everything. So, just haven't really been in the mood, man. But, like, lately, watching all of this stuff, it's just like, what? Stafford got traded. We got a coach talking about he gonna bite him off at the kneecaps, and all of this. And people took that out of context. Clearly out of context, and I knew exactly what he was trying to say. You get us, like, if you a true Lions fan and you support the Lions and, like, you there, like, it's like, it is what it is, then you understand what he was saying, especially if you from, like, Detroit, you know what he meant. He was just saying, like, we not going to give up without a fight, no matter what happens, we not giving up without a fight. And people just blew that up, like, oh, they biting people. Like, I was just like, bro, like, the media makes a story out of anything, bro, like, out of anything. That was just, like, ridiculous to me. Like, this Matthew Stafford couldn't get on, like, First Take and all of this, to save his life. And now that, not a lot of things are happening with football because, the season's about to be over. The Super Bowl is just coming up and they don't ran this Brady and Mahomes story to the ground. Now it's like, oh, Matthew Stafford got traded, for Jared Goff. Understandable. He spent a long time, with the Lions and, he gave us everything. But it's like, bro, like, why y'all want to gas him up and stuff now? Like, when y'all been talking about this man for years, acting like he wasn't the first one doing the sidearm. Well, I'm not going to say the first one, but he definitely made that sidearm throw popular and all of this. Stafford been doing no-look throws and stuff, but we got Mahomes coming in, and now all of a sudden, oh, this is something we've never seen before. This is something so new. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Stafford been doing that for years, you know, like, so I don't understand that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to get too much on Stafford because he's not with the Lions no more. I love him, but, you know, so that's going to be that on that. The next thing people were asking me was, and I kind of spoke about it a little earlier, but not really in depth. The Jared Goff coming to the Lions. Okay, so I didn't watch a lot of Goff. Jared Goff playing and stuff. I didn't watch him a lot, but I know that he's a downhill thrower. You know, like he doesn't resemble Stafford, but they got the same tendencies almost. You know, like Goff, he's a risk taker. You know, sometimes he does silly things with the ball. You know, I was watching a few of his highlights and stuff, and they were, you know, he got some decent stuff with him. You know, like he's not just some scrub. You know, even if we do draft a quarterback, whoever the quarterback is gonna have their work cut out for him if they think they're coming in and getting that starting job, because Goff, he's looking like this gonna be his team, you know, and I don't blame him for coming in with that mindset, because it's like, it's gonna give us a better team to root for at the end of the day. If we got two quarterbacks, you know, that's battling and training camp and all of this, like, oh, it's gonna be lovely for the Lions, you know. But thing is, the coach just has to be mature and smart enough to know, okay, I need to pick a quarterback before this time. I need to have a quarterback, you know, at this time. Like, we need to have one together. We need to, you know, like, so hopefully Dan can pull that together, man. You know, but on Jared Goff, like, I just think I don't think he hurts the team as much as people are saying he's gonna hurt the team. I think what happened over there at the Rams, he had like a sour situation with the head coach when he said he was gonna do some things he would do some things to the head coach's girlfriend. You know, so Matt, you know it's gonna get a little rocky. You know, and the style of play and stuff that they were accustomed to, that him and what was the guy named Sean McVay or whatever his name is, the style of play that they had, it kind of changed up, you know, because their relationship, their dynamic changed. You know, you're not gonna say you're gonna do something to a guy's girlfriend and he's gonna just be cool with you. Like, nah, you know, head coach quarterback relationship or not, you know, at the end of the day, they're still two grown men, you know. Like, they gotta, like, I would have been like, bro, we gotta settle this. You know, like, you're not about to just say that and think that I'm okay with it. You know, like, that's wild to me. You know, like, nah. You know, so I feel like that's really what happened over there. I don't think he necessarily, like, had a decline. Like, he was on a decline, you know, with his numbers and stuff. I think that those comments really did jeopardize their dynamic on the field. You know, they say they don't want to take stuff on the field and stuff, but you know, like, some things you can't just leave, you know, unaddressed, you know. That's why I feel like if you seen, like, in the playoffs, they said that he had just got off of surgery and everything, and they put him in the game anyway after the other quarterback went down. Like, they had other quarterbacks they could have put in, you feel me? So I just feel like that relationship just soured really bad. It soured really bad, and they probably would never, well, the head coach probably won't admit that it did, but it's no way as a man you can take another guy, yet alone one of your players, saying, yeah, I would do this to his girlfriend, and you just set it to the side and don't, like, no, it's no way, you know. So yeah, I think that has something to do with, you know, their relationship, you know. And then on top of that, I also want to address that Goff has a certain type of attitude about him. You know, like, he's not super reserved. You know, So I think he's really gonna fit well with I think he can fit well with the city and with the other players on the team. Because if you got a guy that's coming in, he's reserved, like he don't really speak to people. Like, nah, you can't be a quarterback like that. So I think he could come in with a lot of energy and set the tone for us. Very good. And that's just how I'm looking at it. The third thing that I wanted to the third main point that I really wanted to target was the new GM and the new head coach. Okay, so Dan Campbell is a former tight end, right? Former tight end for the Lions. He was a part of the 0-16 team for the Lions. He was a part of a losing team for the Lions. And our front office hired him to be the head coach. Now, a lot of people will look at that and say, oh, man, that's horrible. Like, why would they get him? Like, his record is not this and it's not that with the Lions. Hear me out. He was 0-16 as a player on a team with a coach that was not good. The coach wasn't good. We all know that. There's no need. We don't need to say his name. We all know who it was. He was a trash coach. And, like, that's facts. That's just that. Just like that. He was trash. Not it. He was not the answer at coach that we needed. Dan Campbell was not responsible for what the team ran on offense or what the team ran on defense, how the team responded on special teams units. And he wasn't responsible for none of that. So the fact that people trying to tie him to a losing record, saying, he's not going to do this because he was on a losing team, it's like, bro, are you serious, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, a lot of us was on losing teams, in high school, whatever, and then some people went on to play college and won championships. So it's not, you can't say he was on a losing team, so he's never going to be a winner. Like that's whack, especially as a coach. Like a coach and a player, they're two different things. You can't put a player's record. You can't use a player's record for a coach, like for a coaching job. Like, oh, he was 9-7 as a player, so he's not gonna be a good coach. Like, come on, man, that's whack. It's a lot of people that's very smart that's on losing teams, and like they see the game from every aspect because they have a lot of time and stuff to do so. And they go on to be great coaches. Like, come on, like that's just facts. So I ain't like how people was coming at him for that. It's like, bro, he was on the losing team with a coach that wasn't good. So it's like, how can you even, like, literally, how can you hold some? That really had me hot. I wanted to get up here and record and stuff. I'm like, man, like, I was just feeling drowsy. I won't with it. But I didn't like how people was doing that, man. Like, that was so whack. So I really do think Dan Campbell was the guy for the job because when you look at his personality, he's like a true, like if you had to put a poster for a football player, Dan Campbell would be on the poster, bro. Like that's fact. Like when you, like how big he is, like the size of the guy, like and just like his bravado, like how he is, like he's a football guy, like he's a true football guy, and not saying that him being a football guy is gonna make him a good coach, but the fact that he's had tutelage under Sean Payton, you can't argue with that. Sean Payton, Super Bowl winning coach. You get what I'm saying? Like, and people forget that they didn't win that Super Bowl by slack. Like, they went up against who was it? I think it was Peyton Manning. Like they didn't go against no scrubs in the Super Bowl. Like he earned that. So the fact that he's had tutelage under a Super Bowl winning coach and a coach that's managed to do incredible things with sometimes shitty hands, he's been remarkable, bro. Because when you think about it, when Drew Brees went down, they put, Teddy Bridgewater. They put Teddy Bridgewater in at quarterback. Now, Teddy Bridgewater had a crazy injury. We all know about it. He had a terrible injury. And, I'm glad that he's recovered and he's doing well, you know, and playing and everything. But, you know, so Sean Payton took a chance on him. Like, let's call it what it. He took a chance on it. It wasn't a sure thing what Teddy was going to do. Yeah, he seen what he did in practice and stuff, but he didn't know what he was going to do in the game. You know, he took a chance on him. And he used a system that he knew would work. See, Sean Payton is one of those coaches. He's going to use systems that he know his players can execute well. You know, he's not going to do something because it's his preference and that's what he likes. He does things that fits his players' strengths. And a lot of coaches don't understand that. Like, you can have a scheme and all of this good stuff and know exactly what you're going to do, but if the player can't do it, then your scheme don't mean nothing. Your plays don't mean nothing. If the players that you're making these plays for and stuff can't perform them, it doesn't mean nothing. That's all I'm saying. And Sean Payton realized that early on in his career, you know, and he gave that same knowledge to Dan Campbell. You know, like, I like when I heard in his press conference, he said, I'm going to do things and put things in place where I know my players will exceed. Now, a lot of people might look at that like, what you mean? Like, coaches do that all the time. But they don't always. Coaches, see, I coach basketball, AAU basketball, you know, 15, 16. So I know, like, sometimes us as coaches, we like to push our players to their full potential, right? And sometimes you could be pushing, and they might just not have it. You know, like, you can't tell a dude that went, let's say he go 1 for 10 every game. You know, and you like, man, come on, man, you can make these shots. I know you can make these shots. But they don't make them in practice, and they don't make them in the game. You shouldn't keep on putting him in the corner trying to make him shoot threes, because that's just not his thing. That's literally just not his thing. You know, and sometimes in the NFL, these coaches, they want to push a player and push a player and push a player, try to get the potential out. Sometimes it works. Sometimes they have it. And then other times you need to realize, like, oh, yeah, he can't do that. But he's strong at this. He can do that. And I think Dan Campbell realizes that, you know. And I hope he actually does execute that and he uses those skills, because that's a skill to be able to point out what a player is good at and what they aren't. Because some coaches expect, oh, you a running back? Okay, so I know you know how to break tackles. So if I put you out on let's say like a toss, I give you a toss player or something, put you out there on the island by yourself. I know you gonna break a couple tackles. But that's not his strength. His strength is running straight up the middle. You feel me? And, like, you know, run some people over. He like that contact. He not a shake and bake type of guy. You know, everybody has a different style, and sometimes coaches want to lump each position into one style because it makes it easier for their scheme. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that what he's saying is really how he plans on operating, because, I mean, I do like the guy's energy. I feel like Detroit needs a rebuild at this point, you know, because I want to live to see some playoff games. I know people that's, you know, came and gone and never seen the Lions win a playoff game. And that's like sad, bro. Like, you go your whole life, you know, and you never see the team that you cheer for every Sunday win a playoff game. You know, so, I mean, yeah, you know, and I definitely want to see a Super Bowl, man. You know, so, man, don't let the Lions win the Super Bowl. It's over. But all I'm saying is, man, I feel like the Lions, we not in a bad spot right now, other than we not in the Super Bowl. But other than that, man, I'm truly, you know, just excited for next season, man, because I know the only place we can go is up. You know, it's like, I'm not thinking no other way. We going up next year, and that's facts. Like, I really feel like the energy Dan brought is great. I feel like Brad made. Let's talk about the trade, bro. We already talked about it, but let's look at it from the GM standpoint. This guy here. Okay, so let's talk. He came from the Rams, so yeah, he got relationships with them and stuff. But bruh, oh my goodness, to give us a third round pick this year, then to give us a first round pick in 2022, then to give us another first round pick in 2023. Bruh, and we got a quarterback. We got a decent quarterback, maybe an 84 overall type of quarterback. Like, he all right. He not no scrub. You feel me? So like he don't went to a Super Bowl. You know, he don't won a conference championship. So he got a conference championship winning quarterback, and then we got three picks, 2 first round and 1 third, and we already got a few first rounders this year. Or what is it, 1 this year? So it's like, bro, like we on top right now, and I'm not mad. You know, I'm not mad. Like I feel like Brad used his relationships to his advantage, and I love it. You know, I feel like I love Stafford, but that was a lot to give. You feel me? But I ain't complaining. You know, so I just really feel like, man, the Lions, we gonna be on top of it next year, man. Especially with Green Bay having the turmoil that they got going on over there, and the Vikings don't have a quarterback, and the Bears, no words for them or whatever, you know. So we gonna see, you know, we gonna definitely see next year, and I really feel like we gonna get it done. This your boy The Bridge, aka the most delusional Lions fan that you're ever gonna meet. I will be uploading more now that I'm okay and I can talk without coughing, you know. So yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. And I appreciate everybody that's still been hitting me up, like, yo, where you going? What happened? What happened to the... I appreciate it, man, because, you know, y'all letting me know, like, y'all was watching, and I need to be consistent, you know. So I definitely, you know, do that for you guys, man, especially with me, once again, being able to talk and not cough while I'm talking. So, all right, I'm out. Once again, I already did the outro, but I'm going to do it again. Once again, this is your boy The Bridge, aka the most delusional Lions fan that you're ever going to meet. I'm gone.